This is the 7.2 guided practice with Mr. V, and I'm going to be doing the odds. So what we talked about today was rays and lines and figures. So number one here, what are two other ways to name QX? To start, remember that you can name a line by any 2 points on the line or by two lowercase letters. Two other ways to name QX are, by one lowercase letter. Two other ways to name QX, so we have this line right here, would be either to say line S, because that's the lowercase right there, and that encompasses this whole line. So you could just call it line S, or you could call it XQ. Name three collinear points. So 3 points that are collinear. So co means they're on the same, linear means on the same line. So R, X, and Q are all on the same line. Number 5, name 6 segments in the figure. To start, remember that a segment is a part of a line that consists of 2 endpoints. So we have A to B, right? And then we have B to C. So obviously we can finish that with C to D. Then we can also, what about doing A to C? And then A to D. Make sure you put these segment lines over it. And then since we finished with A, C, A, D, we can go move on to, we already did B, C, so what about B, D? Name the pairs of opposite rays with endpoint C. So if we go back here, this is our endpoint. So an endpoint, or a ray, has 1 point and it goes on. So it's just anything that has like that. So if we start at C, we can just go this way. So it'd be CD, or it could be CB or CA. So name the pairs of opposite rays. If we're doing the opposite rays, it'd be CD and then CA, right? And then this is our ray segment, which is one line like that, with one arrow. And then the opposite of that would be, in this case, would be CB, because they're the same size. So CD and CB. And then name another pair of opposite rays. So we just needed any other pair of opposite rays. So I could do, I don't have to be the same size, but if I just did B here, if that's my starting point, I could do, let's say, BD and BA. And those are just two rays going in opposite, two rays going in opposite directions. 13, name the intersection of each pair of planes. To start, identify the points that both planes contain. So planes D, C, G, that would be this plane right here. So this whole thing right here, this whole side. And then EFG. So EFG would be right here. So it's this bottom here, so it'd be HG. So this segment right here, HG, is where they are going to intersect. Let's restart this one. We've got BCG, so B, C, and G. So it's going to be like this back piece of this shape, this 3D shape, and then ABF. So ABF is going to be like the back left, or just the left side. So where they intersect, you can see, is B and F. So if we were to just identify the points, it'd be B and F, and they intersect at BF. All right, use the figure below. Note that Rn pierces the plane at NT. So it's kind of like if this plane was just like this, what it means pierces this line pierces like that at N. So this line right here would be piercing through it. If you're looking at it in 3D, we're looking at it in 2D right now. So name two segments shown in the figure. So any two segments. So that's pretty easy. So how about I just do AN and then line segment NX. Name three collinear points. So 3 points on one line. So there's only one line that has 3 points. So I can do point A, point N, and point X. Our points R, N, M, and X. So R, M, N, and X on the same plane, meaning are they coplanar, meaning are they on the same plane? Well, this is the only plane. They're all on this one, so yes, they are coplanar. 7, name the pair of opposite rays with the n point N. So opposite rays with n point N. So right there, so I know the rays goes that way, so a ray's going to have to go this way. So it'd be NA, and then NX. Now you could also write that XN if you wanted to, and you could also write this AN if you wanted to. So both of these, any of these four, as long as they're opposite rays, would be fine. Name 3 collinear points. So 3 points on a line. I only see that on one, so that would be M, X, and S. And then name the geometric terms modeled by each object. So in this one, I see stop sign. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. So this would be an octagon. I could also say that this right here is a plane. You could say that we have 2 lines. So name everything you can in there. The tip of a pin, so this point right there, I would just probably say that that is the end of a ray or line. So for example, if that's your ray, and this would be the tip of the pin right there. And then the strings are lines or maybe line segments. Lines, maybe segments, possibly rays. But that is it. So, email or stop in if you have any questions. Otherwise, have yourself a good night. Thanks.